Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Welcome to my channel. Sorry I'm a little late this morning. I was up late partying last night. And by partying, I mean making cards with friends. That's how I party. Let's see. I have a page to print. So we have to print a page. And while I'm printing a page, I'm going to let y'all look at this. Let everybody come in. It's for a card I'm making this morning. So don't mind me. As I get this going, it's just one page. So that's good. Unless I mess up and then we'll have to print it again. But I wanted to start with these in case, because y'all don't expect me at night and I don't usually craft at night. But these are the cards that I made with Di and Casey Street last night. And oh my goodness, it was so much fun. Di's original guest couldn't make it. She was rescuing an animal, which is awesome. And so I just kind of volunteered myself and had so much fun with her, so much fun crafting with her and meeting Casey and crafting with him. So Di is a Messy Palette AU, and I will leave a link to her later. So you can find her. But we made this together here on my channel. I did go in and add a few little details. So like just sketched in some details with my pen on the fairy and added a few things. This was the day that my internet didn't want to work. Disclaimer, I guess that could happen any day. But, oh, I hope I don't have to resize those. Anyways, I did turn this into a card and I wanted y'all to see it because we made most of this together here. And then if you remember, we also made these backgrounds. And so I turned these into cards as well. We made these with my 4x6 stamping blocks. Remember that? With the Simon Hurley inks. So I turned those into cards as well. And I put all these buttons and pearls all fluttering along with these butterflies. And I just love them both. I really like, I was struggling to find the buttons I really wanted to use with this one, but I like these different colored buttons on this one. But I love them both. So made those, and then also made these because Di and Casey were working with really neutral palettes. I think Casey typically does work with a really neutral palette. And look, I used the glitter paper pieces. I did some more fun with Simon's inks, and I tried to do Karen's flowers. I definitely got closer than I've ever gotten before with this one in particular. With Karen McCoy's flowers. And then this one, I did Karen McCoy's flowers. And it's going to probably be hard for the camera to see, but I added in a few colors to make them a little bit more like pansies. Just a little. So those are the cards I made last night. If you want to see the making of that and you want to see other people making awesome stuff because Di and Casey were making amazing things too, then definitely go check it out. I had to leave the party a little early, so to be honest, I have to go back and see what they were making myself. I didn't get to see their final makes. And I signed off with them, and I still ended up staying up later and should have been sleeping. Hello, Miss Vicky. Hi, Beth. Hi, Paula. Hi, Esther. It's kind of, hi, Angie. Good morning. I hope y'all aren't tired of me yet. I know I'm on here every day this week, and that's just because I'm squeezing every bit of crafting as I can out of this summer. So today, this is what I just printed. I had to print up some pictures. This would be for my mom's card. And I don't know how many will fit in there. And I don't know what the scene will be, but and I know I have better pictures of Buttercup somewhere, but I can't find them. And this is Fendi, her new dog, which is actually was my niece's dog. Still by heart is my niece's dog, but she's just a bundle of love. And then this is my mom when she was young. And then this is me and my brother Dyron when we were young. And then this is my parents' wedding day. So I thought these were fun pictures to pick, and this card is going to be my mom's birthday card, and we're going to build that scene. So for those who might not have been here yesterday, you probably not know what I'm talking about, but I am making something like this today. So I'm going to build like a little scene, just kind of just like these, but with family pictures. Now, I have no problem using Tim Holtz people. I have about 200 of them in my stash. That might be an underestimate. I have no problem. But I think for my mom's birthday, it'll be more meaningful if I use family photos. And then this card's a bonus card. Maybe I'll make another one for myself. We finished one yesterday, but it was quite different. Yesterday's card that we did here was this one. And boy, do I love it. I love it so much. This is the one using the Karen Burniston die. And then I went onto her website to link this die and realized this isn't the die I always wanted. I thought it was. There's another photo flip out die. It's more centered. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Anyways, I'm kind of hooked on Karen Burniston now because she makes these interactive cards and she makes them so easy that even I can make them without much instruction. But you don't have to have dies. You can go back and watch yesterday's video. We built these covers in different ways. We built this cover that's more like a journal cover or a mini album cover. And then we built this one with a fabric washi tape hinge. So, and then these are not dies. These are just us figuring it out together. So you don't have to have a die to make an interactive card. Rhonda Lane. I was in Australia last night, Rhonda Lane. Because I was on Di's channel. I had traveled. I crafty time traveled to Australia last night to be on her channel. Which would have been, I guess, your morning. I have wanted to craft with die for so long. My camera misbehaves when I'm on other people's channels, which Mr. Producer kind of helped me figure that out. At least what he thinks is happening, but we don't know how to fix it. But he has an idea of why it's happening, which that's a good start because then I can kind of troubleshoot that problem. Because I was talking to him about it and how frustrating it is, and I want to be live on other people's channels, but then my focus on my camera just wants to not act right. Also, I think I'm going to get a new phone. So that's also exciting. It's so funny. We're gonna get new phones, new upgrades, and a new cell phone provider. But I'm not gonna have them turn my phone on for my cell phone. I'm gonna keep it and use it for my YouTube channel. And then I'm gonna keep using my old phone for my personal use. Yep. Okay, so let's work on my mom's card. The girls, all of these are probably going to be cut out. So I'm going to kind of cut these things out like Tim Holtz, right? So here's my mom. We need to fix her a little bit. There's something white right there. It was, I don't know what it is. It's in the picture. It's in the picture album. It's not in the picture. So do y'all recognize these old glued pages? Photo album pages. Y'all know those, the old school ones that kind of had like a glue on them and you just stick them down and put plastic over them. Yeah, that's how ours are housed too. But yeah, that's bothering me. And I thought, we can fix that. But isn't she adorable? Oh my goodness. So cute. Oh yes, we had fun, Rhonda. Okay, Princess Buttercup. One of my favorite doggies. I love her so much. Let's get her in there. I thought, oh my goodness, it'd be so cool to document all the dogs we've had all these years. See, it's kind of cool that she's looking up. She was checking out the flowers. I was trying to take a picture of her, and I can't call her because she'll just come over and melt on me. So I can't like call her over and call her name or anything to get her attention because she's like, yeah, you want me? You want to pet me? It throws off the whole thing. Fendi's the same way. So I had to sit down, pet them tons, and then they went off to do their thing. And then as they would pass by me, I tried to take their picture with this crepe myrtle tree in the background. So I just kind of positioned myself where I wanted to be with the background that I wanted the last time that they came here and stayed with me. And I tried to snap pictures of them. It was hard. Dog photographers, woof, they got their work cut out for them. That's all I know. Have y'all seen the photos? There's a dog photographer who takes pictures of the dogs getting treats and eating treats. It's so cute. I wish I had printed pictures of Jackie and Abby, who just passed last year. My mom's other dogs. I mean, we've had dogs my whole life. It looks like this is a fake crepe myrtle, but it looks like we were sitting in front of a crepe myrtle. Me and my brother Dyron. One of the most original. He is one of the most original and independent people I've ever known. I've never known anyone else like him. There is no one else like him. They broke the mold. And then my parents on their wedding day. Guess what? I was there on their wedding day. My mom was pregnant. What do they call that? A shotgun wedding? Mom's like, don't be telling our secrets on the internet. I'm not telling them on the internet. I'm sharing them with all my friends. Golly, she was still so skinny. I was too in the beginning. Now I have that middle age glow right around my midsection. That's what I'm going to call it, the middle age glow. Hey, Lena. Good morning. I'm so glad you're here for my morning shenanigans. I hope you're doing well. Okay, Mom and Dad walking down the aisle. Well, this is after. Okay, so now I have my people, and I have 4 brothers, right? But there were other mothers. My godmother and such. Okay, so I kind of like these 2 with the doggies, maybe. Like this. And maybe we could pop them up like right there, right? Okay. Now, you guys, we have to figure this out. What kind of phones? Angie, I think we're getting the iPhone 16. I don't know if it's any good, but yeah, I think that's what we're probably going to get. We're iPhone people. We've used iPhones since they came out, but we're not fancy. We don't have to have a new one every time. So right now I have an older phone. I just refuse to pay for phones, really. I know you pay for them one way or another, but like I'm not going to go out and drop a ton of money on a phone. I just won't do it. Because mainly I need to make calls and use a few apps. Okay. Let's get the background. And again, if you were here yesterday, by the end of the video, you know, I had discussed like, don't put this on until you have your background done. But this is a kind of more of one of those do as I say, not as I do situations. But yeah, let's put a background on this. And now that I did not have figured out. How about I use some of this pretty glitter paper back here. Ooh, that would be nice. Let's put our people in. They'll really stand out on that. It's really pretty. Let's do that. I could honestly just pull this off, I think. Yeah. I know, I just put glue on this one. There. It'll be fine. There. Now I can do it. We live and learn. Sounds like you, Shay. Hi, good morning, Shay. Yes, those photo albums were death to so many photos in the past. I know. My grandmother sends me photos of my dog every time I take him there. I love that. Your groomer, not your grandma. I love that, Vicky. My groomer did that. She doesn't want to groom my dog anymore, but my old groomer did that. She doesn't want to groom my dog anymore because 1, my dog gets matted. Not too bad, but she does get matted. And 2, she's like, to be honest, it's just, I make a lot more money off small dogs. They don't take as much time as big dogs. And I make the same, roughly the same amount. I understand. Fine. She's like, it's not you. I'm not grooming any big dogs anymore. I'm only doing the small ones. So I had to find somebody else. She was sweet though. I liked her. She just didn't like my dog. She did. She was good to her and nice to her. I get it. If you could put in less effort and make the same amount of money, wouldn't you do it? I get it. Plus, I'm sure she can fit more dogs into her schedule that way. So she can make more money by doing smaller dogs. So, as I was mentioning yesterday, I have to figure out how to do short lives again. The summer hasn't really mattered. I just do whatever I want to do. But I gotta go back to figuring out, yeah, how does Bitty Penny make a short live? And editing videos. Y'all have to watch more edited videos. Sorry. I'll try to keep them fun. Hi, Kristen. Good morning. Okay. So we scored that. Yes, good decision before gluing it in. All right. Let's glue this down. I don't know what my mom's favorite color is. I don't know if my mom has a favorite color. I'm gonna have to ask her that. I'm sure she's up right now. I could probably ask her right now. Sparkle Heart was doing the dishes the other day. I was talking to my mom on the phone and had to go to work. I was like, Mom, I gotta go. I'm sorry. I'm so busy this week, you know. And she's like, oh, okay, no problem. We'll just catch up later. And so we hung up. And Sparkle Heart was like, that wasn't a very long conversation. I was like, I had to go. We couldn't keep talking about mashed potatoes. And Sparkle Heart just laughed and laughed. She's like, you were talking about mashed potatoes? I was like, well, yeah, Grandma was talking to me about corn and mashed potatoes and all these things, and I got to go to work. We have a good time around here, y'all. We laugh. Okay, this is a little longer than I wanted over here. Oh boy, this is going to be terrible. I know it is, but I'm going to do it anyways. It's just a little long, so I'm going to cut a little off. And what's going to be terrible is there's no way I'm going to get this straight. Not bad. She'll never even notice, but I will. See, that's too long too. That's the side that really needed to be cut. Let me cut that side down. If they're not both straight, it'll make sense. Miss Angie, say hi to Jason for me. Okay. Hi, Brenda. Hi. It's Lana, right? My brain is remembering it as Lana. Or is it Lena? Oh, now I've confused myself. I knew I was going to do that day, though. Sorry. Okay. Oh, you know what? Don't do it the way I just did it. You have to do it laying flat, you guys. Well, good thing this card doesn't need to lay flat. Okay, don't do it the way... You need to always lay it flat. See, mine won't lay flat because I did it wrong. I haven't done this in years. This is how wide our card's going to open. All right. Not as wide as I wanted it to be. If this was to happen to you, there is a fix, because it's been years, but there is a fix. And what you do is you have to cut without cutting through your board, you have to cut these. Yeah, I've done it before. If you make books, you've probably done it before too. In this case, it's really not a bad thing. Because it was never meant to lay flat anyways. But in any other application, this would be a bad thing. If you can't open your book. All right, more tape. We'll try. Yes, the one without the spine is a lot easier. I just think it makes an adorable little book. But definitely, this is the most complicated version. I'm gonna try to line that up a little bit better. Ooh, this glitter paper might be like, I'm not playing that game. Does it close? It closes, so we're gonna have to live with that being a little crooked. This card's taking a turn. Oh, I can get this side up, it looks like. Tearing the paper. Yeah, that glitter paper does not play. We might have to make a whole new circle. Yeah, that's okay. Let's just make a new circle, you guys. Okay. Wow, that was really on there. All right. Get her, grab a piece of paper. You know what? Now that we have, now that we have our paper down, I grabbed a neutral, one of those wood grain colors, but I have this green and that'll be so much prettier with this paper. So happy accident. This is the circle that worked for us yesterday. Something like that. Pretty sure that's how we did it. About to find out, aren't we? The way the lady said it in the magazine is that you need a quarter of a circle. This is not, I know this is not a quarter. That's okay. Because oh no, the one we did yesterday was bigger than that. Oh, I bet it was this one, and I've even used some of this since. Must have been that one. I do like it bigger. Could just trace this, couldn't we? Whoo! Get that brain working, Bitty Penny. Get it going. You got to use it all day long. Might as well get started now. Let's just trace this one. If this is the one I like, trace it. See how y'all get to learn with me? When I do my edited videos, you don't have to learn this at the same time as I do. I get to, I just get to share the kind of tidbits you need to know instead of us fumbling through it together. But I think this is more informative because you get to see how I figure things out, how I problem solve and troubleshoot and fumble through the day. Okay. So now we have it. You know what? I'm going to trace this out one more time. And I'll make like a template for myself. Because I'm going to make these cards again. I love them. I love them so much I don't even want to get rid of the ones that I've made so far. I'm now going to put pop-up, scene card, A2 size. Okay. Maybe I'll remember what that's for. All right. So once you have this, if you want to see how I really came up with this, you can watch yesterday's video. A lot of you guys here already watched yesterday's video, and we won't go through that again. Okay, once I had my tabs down, these are what's gluing it to my card base, then I folded it in half. And you might as well fold it a couple of times. And it doesn't matter if that's not square or, you know, even. You won't even notice. Okay, bringing back the card. This is how much it opens. What I want to do differently than what I did before is I want to line my middle fold up with the middle of my book because it makes my brain happy. So that's what I'm going for. Tape. Brain needs to brain, right, Jennifer? Isn't that beautiful paper? Biddy, we're pulling out the cattle prod. Uh-oh. Hey, nice guy. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. It's wonderful to have you back. Okay. So, gnome. We could do some with gnomes in my other card. We could bust the gnomes out. This one. See, my mom's birthday is next week. So it'll be good to finish her birthday card this week. A lot of times I'm doing it, which is pathetic, the day before. I mean, as a card maker. As a card maker, it seems like I could get it done sooner, but a lot of times I'm making birthday cards the day before. Okay, so I'm just lining that up. There, with the middle. Okay. And now you need to behave. There we go. All right, so let's figure out our next pop-ups because I want to put more than one. All right, so I liked this layout, right? And then put old Bloss Bloss over here with me and my Bubba. So the reason I don't have my other two brothers on this card is they have a different mom. Okay. All right. I might not put my dad in there. I don't know. Should I put my parents' wedding picture or should I leave it with my mom, her two dogs, and her two kids? Y'all help me decide. I know she would love to see Dad's picture, but I think I should put it in there. That's why I printed it. But I'll let the gallery help me decide. So when I cut this picture out, I gave myself again a little extra so that she could be popped up as well. Fendi doesn't have any extra. But if I just glue Fendi right here, she can kind of pop up with my mom. I did the same thing with this picture of me and my brother. I left a little extra down here so we could be popped up. These are simple pop-up strategies. So I'm just kind of pop up that way. Hi, Pam. Sorry I didn't say hi to you earlier. Hi, Di. Di, we had so much fun. It was so much fun. Looks like wallpaper. It does. It does. It's a printable that's printed on my glitter white cardstock. And yes, I ordered more and Walmart delivered it yesterday. Yes, gnomes, my favorite. Gnomes are your favorite, Jennifer. We could do mushrooms, and I was thinking deers and things like that. Hey, Michelle. Okay. And the exasperation. I heard the chuckle die and the exasperation. Hey, hen. I love it. I love it. Okay. So I really like these here. We need more flowers, and I am going to put my parents in there because I know my dad's wishing my mom a happy birthday. He's just doing it from heaven. All right. Now I need another mechanism. I'm going to show y'all an easy pop-up. You get a strip of paper. In my case, it's leftovers from making 5x7 card bases. The length doesn't matter. You don't need to measure it. It just doesn't matter at all. You take said piece of paper and you fold it in half. Then you fold it in half again. So that when you're done, you should have 4 squares. Okay? I'm going to fold mine a few times to really get it extra bendy. You want it extra bendy. So just kind of work it. And then we can make this a little pop-up. I have to remember how I do this myself, even. It's not like that. It's not like that. How do I do this again? I know this works. It's been a while since I popped anybody up. They're going to go like this. This is going to go like this. Maybe I need, no, it's 4. I know it's 4. Brain, brain, brain. Do your thing, brain. Guys, help me. What am I doing wrong? I've seen those with 5 sides, so they do overlap. Yeah, I think that's what we need to do. But I know I've done it with 4. My brain isn't braining. Huh. All right. We'll cut one off. Gosh, how does the 4 work? I don't remember. You know I'm trying to figure it out. Another time. That is for another time. So I did 6, and I just cut off 1, so now I have 5. Yeah, we're going to do the overlapping thing because see all the things that I get to figure out. And now you don't have to. Okay. We're in the money now. Here we are. I could have cut this out of like the green paper. That would have been pretty. But I'm just using a scrap. You want to make sure it folds flat, right? So your card can fold flat, but then it'll pop up. I still feel like I'm doing something wrong here. Okay, if I glue it here and this folds up, and then it folds down and it's glued on 2 sides, that'll open it. Okay. Clearly not an engineer. But it's not going to stop me. So I've glued 2 sides. It needs to glue to the base and this base to work. Okay, so this base doesn't want to fold all the way flat. Let's let those hang out and do their thing. That's where this is going to go. While that is gluing and they're all becoming one, they're bonding right now. Let's get some flowers. So I have, and I'll catch up with the chat. Oh yeah, we did. Which dog is Princess Buttercup? Princess Buttercup is, and you can't see all the cuteness of her face in this one, but that's Princess Buttercup. Let me find a better picture of her. I really feel like I should probably put Jackie and Abby on here too. And here's Faz. This is my dog. This is the one you hear most often. That's the Fazzer Wazzer. Fazzy Doodah. This is Buttercup. That's her cute face. Oh, and she has spots, and you can't tell from any of these pictures, but she has spots all over her. She's so pretty, so cute, so sweet. Here's Faz with her Pop-Tart toy. We always crack up. Oh my gosh, here's my baby. So let me find a better one. But basically, my son, when he was holding this Buttercup when she was a puppy, I know he wouldn't want his face being shown. So that's her when she was a puppy. That's Buttercup. So cute. So cute. All right. Flowers. You know, I've always got to have my flowers. I had them out yesterday. Here they are. We'll use a few of these because I think they're perfect. Use a wobble. That's a good idea. I love that idea. I have some wobbles. Can I reach them when I'm hanging out with y'all? I don't know. I've been trying to reimagine where I can put all my embellishment containers because I have to reach over the camera and I'm a shorty. So, but yeah, I have a wobbler. This is pretty. They're all pretty. Ooh, I want this one. I even like that one. These are the Hobby Lobby for anybody who wants to know. These are the Hobby Lobby Stickabilities. 8 designs, 3 of each. And they're stickers. Gotta have a yellow rose. All right, I think that's good. That's more than enough. We won't even be able to use all of those. It's not like it's a 5x7. Okay. See how we're doing over here. Don't want to do it prematurely. Okay, so see, when it's closed, it'll close flat. Dun, da, da, da. And when it opens, ta-da, we got it. Listen, there. Listen card. And see, they'll pop up on that. Lovely. Okay, let's pick out which flowers we like. Ooh, definitely the yellow. So I think the yellow needs a pop-up mechanism too. Then, you think I should put me and my brother on a wobble? I think we should wobble. I might have to sturdy it up. It's on glossy photo paper right now. And then my parents will be over here. The dogs are holding down the corner of each side. And then my mom's elementary school picture. Will pop up. Okay, if this is popped up too, we can put like a happy birthday on here or something. Or a nice quote or wish or something. I just have to make sure that this is popped up in a way that's clear of this wobbling, if I did want to make it wobble. The flower could be on a wobbler, but it won't wobble very much. And I kind of want it to be an anchor down here. It shouldn't be a problem. The wobbler is not that thick by comparison of, you know, my mechanism that I built. So it should be fine for us to wobble. Let's back us up. Okay, onto some sturdy cardstock or watercolor paper, whatever scrap I have. Here we go. What do y'all think? Heading back to my live. Bye, Ginger. Thanks for hanging out with us. Sorry, we're live at the same time. My schedule will go back to normal, or its new normal next week. But this week, unapologetically, I'm getting on all the crafting I can. This sigh, that sigh is for AI. AI is not what everybody wants it to be. I was needing some Spectrum customer service. I had to chat with an AI bot. I ended up telling him, I'm not happy with this. I want to talk to a real person. I'm tired of everyone forcing AI on me. And I was open to it, but I'm getting to a point now where I'm like, maybe, maybe not. Maybe we need to unplug. Okay. That's sturdy enough to wobble now. Ooh, I do not like wet glue on glossy cardstock, glossy photo paper. It shows glue lines. So we're going to use double-sided tape instead. Common are we? Pretty pups. Enjoyed listening while booting Mr. A out the door and doing more dog routine. Oh. Is your brother a redhead, or is it just that pictures from a time of strange hues? Yes. Just old photographs. He's brunette. Well, we're both salt and pepper now. Although we both did have lighter hair when we were younger. I had real blonde hair when I was little. I think in this picture you can tell my hair was, I mean, this is very orangey from it being an old photograph, but my hair was like really blonde. Okay. I think we're committing to Pam's idea of the wobbler, so I can trim this part off, trim off a little more. I'm gonna put a little extra glue. It's just so humid. Need a little bit of cement on there. And we'll let those do their thing too. Oh, that's so fun. It matches our personality, that's for sure. Probably should have used a bigger wobbler. Might be a little too heavy. It'll be fine. That's what it'll be. It'll be just fine. Okay, let's pop them up next. We'll get our people in their places. Then we'll build another mechanism for, okay, when you put like something like this on a pop-up, give yourself like 1/8 of an inch down here at the bottom. Don't go all the way to the very bottom. Trust me. I remember that much. Yay. Okay. Then we've got the wobbles over here. We're going to have the flower right here. So let's build out that pop-up. Oh, thanks, Paula. It's so fun.
Love you.
Bye, babe. Love you. I need him to start saying bye to the chat, right? Yeah, Paula, I don't know about you. I'm sure, you know, you probably feel somewhat the same way, but isn't it fun making special cards for the special people in our lives? Because you get to do things like this, like add family photos and make them truly like customized, add their favorite colors, their favorite subject. It's just so fun. Okay, we're going with 5, cutting off the 6th one. Don't need that. This is for the flower. We have to make sure that the flower has to be like on the other side over here. Ooh, perfect. Okay, how is that on there right now? Okay. That's gonna work. Okay, let's glue this together. So we have said box. Let's pop the box over here. And I'm going to put it kind of really over here to the side, I think, to give myself so that I know I can fit the flower in. I think that's the best solution, is to move this box as close to this edge over here as I can. Okay. So we need to glue 2 sides, one to go to the card base, one to go to this base. So glue down one side to the card, okay, and then glue one side here to this little half circle. Right, Paula? It's fun that way. Whoops, more glue. Actually, this sticks really well to this glitter paper, so I'm going to use this too. I'm not having this pop off. You guys, I don't know if Sparkle Heart's going to get the vaccines that she needs to return to school on time. I'm starting to question when Sparkle Heart's going to actually get to go back to school. I'm waiting to hear back from her doc. She's been seeing her since the day she was born. I'm sure we'll work it out. Thing is her doctor works a part-time schedule. If she's in the office, we'll make it work. If she's not in the office, well, and Sparkle Heart doesn't mind. She's like, oh, you mean I might get an extra couple of days of summer? I'll take it. Okay, so from this point, you know, I'm like folding it, making sure everyone's going to play nice, fold nice, that my flower will still be in the card, and it will. So we're good here. All right, this is going to be a situation where we have to back this as well because this is a sticker. So I'm going to back this on just regular paper if I can find some. It's already sturdy. It's a thick sticker. Card, a real thick sticker, so I don't need to worry about putting it on thick paper. Good morning, Cordelia. Hey, Casey. So good to see you. How long did you guys go on last night? I ended up watching a little bit of Crafting with Friends. Christy and Andrea were on. That was fun. They were actually casing Craft Roulette, an episode that I was on. That was funny. I didn't know till, you know, I popped in. And I didn't get to finish watching them either. I had to go to bed, but I got to pop in and say hi and hang out for a few minutes. Whatever they were making looked cool. Andrea had some chickens, and Christy had some Beauty and the Beast going on, inspired stuff. It was cool. She didn't have any bells, and Belle or Bells was a parameter, so she chose Belle from Beauty and the Beast. I thought that was clever. Such a good idea. She kept laughing at me and my big shears, fussy cutting with my big shears. It's a laughable thing. I laugh along with you. Oh my gosh. Y'all laugh at me all you want. As long as we're laughing at me together and you're not laughing at me behind my back, I'm totally down with it. It's all true. It's all true and good. I love to laugh, so I'm with you. Okay, but see, I am going to pull out scissors for this little bit. I'm either going to cut it off, but I do have a pair of actual fussy cutting scissors. I use them in the most extreme circumstances, like this one. Here, I need to make this easier on myself. Cut that excess off. All right, now I can maneuver. We saved it. Made it. Okay. This part I have to leave a little white here because otherwise that leaf will fall apart. Okay, so this, my dears, is going right here. Again, before I glue it down. Just making sure I glue it in the right place. And what we can do is bring in some green. It would have been easier to do this before I had it glued. That's okay. Put a little green there. Put a little green here instead of the white. A little green. And then let's put some brown around my edges, and that'll clean up my rough, fussy cutting. Okay. Cordelia, are you working today? Are you off today? How many loaves of bread do you bake a week, Cordelia? Inquiring minds want to know. Okay, I like that so much better. Close up. Yes, that'll work for me. Okay. We are only gluing the edge because I don't want the flowers stopping this other mechanism from working. All right, let's pop me and my brother on. Yeah, cool. I like it. I was originally thinking of having this image of me and my brother because it has a straight edge down here. But I think we can do some things. We can work some magic with that straight edge. So we won't let that stop us. We're going to put it on a wobbler and put it up top. What if we put some lace? My mom likes lace. We might use a little, just a little lace, a little dab will do. Let's see. I'll have to grab some. Hey, Maddie. Hi, Lydia. Thanks, Casey. Yeah, that really helps a lot. It's funny. It's just a small detail, but it makes a difference. Okay. We might just, before we glue this down, this lace might help me feel better about this edge. This straight edge. And I think I'll put the lace behind it so the lace doesn't have to be so long. Okay. What I mean is, I can trim this off like this. And glue it down, so just a little dab. And then I think I have another idea. When I was grabbing the lace, I saw this trim hanging out. I got it from Amazon a while back. Who knows? You know, it's one of those things. Who knows what it's really called? Can't go by the label. But what if we have the lace back here and we have a little row, oh, I love it, and a little row of flowers right there. I love it. For me, that fixes the straight edge problem. The straight edge isn't really a problem. Hey, Carrie. Hi, Linda. Hi, Mary. I know the straight edge isn't really a problem, but for my brain, this makes me happy. It's a little Fabri-Tac on the back. Get that lace down. Here's what else the roses fix. They fix that. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. My brain also doesn't love that it's too complete and one half, but I think if I put the roses on the front, that also makes me happier because it distracts from that being an issue for me. Okay, which side is the front? It's sometimes hard to tell. Okay, this is definitely the back. Okay. Sometimes on these machine embroidery trims, it's hard to tell which is the front and which is the back. All right. A little more Fabri-Tac on that one. And honestly, this balanced it out because my picture was kind of leaning backwards, and putting the weight of this down is going to balance the wobbler. Oh, it's all coming together. Look how precious that is. Oh, I love it. Okay. So me and the bubs are going to wobble right back here. You won't even see that much of it, but it still makes me happy. Okay, I'm going to put some reinforcements here. For those who don't know or just tuning in, I'm making my mom's birthday card. Her birthday is next week. So I'm making her card. I'm ahead of the game. Look at me. It's sad when you're proud of being on time. When you're proud of not being completely behind. Okay. So this is what we have so far. And when it's standing up, you just kind of have to force that to go down. I'll be with her in person, so I'll be able to explain that. And then me and my brother wobble. And this is what it's looking like so far. Let's put her and the dogs on, and let's see what else we need. I want to put in some more of these Hobby Lobby flowers. What if Blossom goes right here, like she's trying to smell the flower? I like that. Let's put Bloss there. So there's Bloss. Again, don't put it all the way at the bottom. Move it up like 1/8 of an inch. Trust me, you want it for when this has to happen, when you have to close your card. Since this is being pushed up, you want a little space here between your images and your mechanism. I might even move Blossom up just a little bit while I still can. Okay. So we still have a card that'll close. I know, we still got to do the cover. Oh my goodness. You know what? My mom's worth it. This card might take forever, but it's worth it. Where did she go? Okay, not there. Gotta find the other pictures. Where is Blossom and where's my mom and Fendi? Uh-oh. There they are. Found them. And the pile of crafty rubble. Oh, we gotta fix this little white mark here under my mom's chin. I think this color, oh wait, not this one. I think this color I had out the other day will work. Maybe this one or this one, just a soft brown. I think I can smear it. I'm not going to be able to fix it completely, but I just don't want it to be white. It's an old photograph. It's going to be imperfect. Wait, what? Hello, everyone. Hey, Nima. You're in Delaware this week. Cool. Oh, yeah, I do have the like, but you go ahead and hit the like. But yes, I do have it hidden. And you're right, Sala. When I first started my channel, I had what I affectionately call a thumbs down friend. And they just love to come on, and as soon as I posted a video, give me a thumbs down. And it wasn't cool. And so I decided at that point that I could kind of steal their thunder if I just didn't show that information on my channel. Then people don't get the satisfaction of, I mean, they probably get satisfaction from giving me a thumbs down, but like, not the satisfaction of like, ooh, I'm going to give her a thumbs down and everybody's going to know it. That kind of satisfaction. So I don't show how many people like my videos. I did make that person a video. I made them some cards, talked to them a little bit, and they gave me a thumbs down on that video, and then they never came back. So I diffused the situation by addressing it. And so when people leave me rude comments, I usually just address them with them in the chat. I go ahead, or, you know, in the comment section, I reply in kind, if we'll say, and just try to nip it in the bud. I don't delete them. I'm just that girl. I'm like, oh, you want to start something? But I try to do it with kindness. I really do. As kind as I can be. Some people do just want to start something, though. I'm going to put glue where I don't want it, which is right there. Or put my thumb where I don't want glue. And then I'm going to put glue where my thumb is not at. Yeah, I had a thumbs down friend. Maybe they became a real friend. You know, I don't even want to talk trash about them because maybe they became a real friend. I don't know. It's a nice thought anyways. Ooh, I think we're going to have to put a foam behind my mom and pop her up that way. So here's another way to do a pop-up. I did the fold over, right? Y'all saw that just now. And then I put foam instead of like regular tape, and that really popped her up. And Findy's, here's the thing. I need it to present well when she has it unfolded. So I'm going to have to put a little foam behind her. But I still, thumbs up really do help a channel. They let YouTube know, like, this is cool. I like this. One, they'll show you more content, more channels, more things like what I do. And two, it lets them know, like, I like this creator. I like what she's doing over there. It is important. Trying to smell the flowers. Yes, she is. She's not, see, and y'all saw the, well, if you were here early, you saw the original picture. She was checking out the tree with the flowers. We don't need that red flower. This one, ooh, I think we need this one in the mix somewhere. Obviously, I can trim these down. I'm gonna have to. Let's take this one. I think that thumbs down friend taught me a lot early on. One, don't care what other people think so much. You're doing this for you, for your own good time, for yourself. This is something I do. It's like therapy, you know, and community. I could only show my husband so many cards and him say, okay, cool. And like, it's not his world. He doesn't have constructive feedback or anything, you know? I mean, he has some, but like, he doesn't know what ink blending is. He calls it paper makeup. Okay. So I needed my community, and crafting is my therapy. For better or for worse. The amount of money I've spent on this hobby over nearly 10 years is mind-boggling, but still, it brings me great joy. And hanging out with my friends, all of you, is the best. I love it. So I'm not going to let no thumbs down get me down. No way, girlfriend. And that's true, Sala. I told him that, my thumbs down friend, that in the video I made for them, I was like, look, hey, I actually appreciate you being here as soon as I post a video and giving me that thumbs down, because it helps, you know, like YouTube sees that even a thumbs down as a positive thing. Okay, I have to be careful with this flower because it can't interrupt the folding of the mechanism that I'm working it around. But I like that layer. I like that being right there. So we're gonna have to layer in more flowers. Ooh, we can also put some flowers down here. Okay, I gotta figure out how I'm going to attach it. Yeah, I'm just gonna attach it straight on top of my mom and behind where my pop-up mechanism is. Yeah, so these aren't like fast cards by any stretch of the imagination. But I feel like it's so worth it. As long as Blossom, this dog that I love and adore, doesn't eat the card. She tends to go after my cards and my mom's crochet. She's like, what keeps my favorite people from petting me? Oh, card making, crochet, and she goes after our stuff. As long as she doesn't do that. Okay. Yeah, like that. Let's make sure everybody folds. Hey, Dad, neck bending. I should have probably, everybody's still folding up. Okay. More excitement, more energy. More flowers. Give her a flower crown. Ooh, that fits. That works. Let's put that right there. I like that. Yeah, after years of them down, one day they accidentally started watching and were like, wait a minute, I actually like her. And buried the weapons for good. Yeah, one of the cards I made said, I'm pleasant, damn it. I've never needed that card for any other purpose, but I guess I bought that stamp set for that one card. I'm glad YouTube lets us decide if we want to let the likes show or not, and dislikes for that matter. Actually, YouTube has now changed their, as far as like, you can see how many people like a video, but you can't see how many people dislike a video, because back when I started, it was like the Wild West, and you could see that kind of information. And I think people did, they were like picking sides sometimes. Look, not everybody's going to like what I make, and I accept that too. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. And you can like me and not like something that I make. I'm fine with all those scenarios, but I just knew I kind of had like a little bit of a malicious character hanging out with me. So I'll let them know. I see you. The drama. I don't like drama. Dee Dee. Girl, how are you? Oh my gosh, Dee Dee. I went to my mailbox and I got your prints a couple of days ago. Let me show those. And you did not have to do that. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Dee Dee's definitely not the thumbs down friend. Dee Dee, I'm making this pop-up card for my mom for her birthday. It's next week. And look, me and my brother wobble. And that's her current dogs. This whole thing would be covered in dogs if we had all of our past dogs on here too. What do y'all think? I think I need to put maybe a little bit of flowers down here. Let me show you Dee Dee's artwork because it is stunning, amazing, so inspirational. Dee Dee, I always say I want to be like you when I grow up. I mean, I don't really want to grow up, but if I have to, I want to be like Dee Dee. This is what she sent me. And Dee Dee, I don't know if you know, but I love octopuses. In fact, we saw a yellow octopus at IKEA when I was getting my new craft room furniture last weekend, and I almost bought it, but I don't need a stuffed animal. But this is what Dee Dee sent me. This is her artwork, which is amazing. Amazing. You're so talented and amazing. I just love you. You've been lurking and organizing. Yeah, I understand. I've been live every day this week because this is my last week of summer. And it's time to exchange surfboards for school buses. You know what I mean? I want the endless summer, but turns out the kids have to go back to school. Back to reality. Ready or not. But yeah, I think about what else this thing needs is maybe like a flower down here. And then maybe some embellishments like sequins or pearls or something. A message that says happy birthday, and we're done. Dee Dee, before you go and get back to organizing, which I totally understand. Whew, I spent 2 full days doing that last weekend. Building furniture, buying furniture on Friday night, building furniture Saturday morning, and then tearing my craft room apart. Taking out old, putting in new, trying to put everything back in again. Then I told myself I was getting overwhelmed. I was nearly in tears. I was so overwhelmed. I was like, self, you don't have to do this in 2 days. Give yourself at least to the end of the year, girlfriend. And then I calmed down and I took a deep breath and kept going. My husband came in. He's like, you're going to get burnt out. I was like, I was burnt out hours ago. What are you talking about? Anyways, do you want some Barbie stuff? Because my daughter cleaned out and I was thinking of sending it to you. Props for your photos. Just say the word. It's prop stuff. And I also have Barbies. What about the cover? Yeah, Maddie, right? I should probably work on that. Zinjin's here. Dee saying hi to everyone. Okay, now this is a sticker. We have to fix that. We do not want it sticking to anything. It would have been easier to do before I stuck it down, but I'm going to struggle through it and just cut it this way. She has wheelchairs, Barbie wheelchairs. She has all kinds of Barbie stuff. Sparkle Heart is, it's so sad. Barbie stuff is everywhere now, and she's, you know, she's about to be a 7th grader. She's too big, too old. Don't worry, I am keeping some of her Barbie stuff. I'm keeping some of my son's dinosaurs and Legos. Well, he's still keeping a lot of his Legos, so I don't have to worry about that. But I'm keeping his dinosaurs because he played with them so much growing up, and some of her Barbies. Because maybe, but that's all I'm keeping. All their other toys can go if they want them to. I'm not that mom that keeps a whole lot of stuff. I tend to donate a whole lot of stuff. Because I know they don't want it. Dee Dee, you talked about this. You spent all those years scrapbooking, and then your kids don't want it. Nobody wants it. Which is hard for all of us to imagine, but it's true. So I'm going to save myself the time, the space, and the moving boxes, and not do that too much. I have one baby blanket from each, one baby toy from each. I have 5,000 stamp sets. I have baby outfits from each, like 1, 2 baby outfits from each saved. And then I have some little toys that they played with when they were small. Just a couple each. I'm going to save a few Barbies, a few dinosaurs. And most everything else just... Oh, and books, though, because we've always read to them a lot. And so that's what I have the most of, is some of their books. Because I thought, well, that's something that one day they may want to read their childhood books to their kids. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you took pictures of the scrapbook pages. Yeah. Oh, and I have Godzilla. Godzilla's in the craft room. Dee Dee, I don't know if I ever told you, but that Godzilla card I sent you is a 5x7 because you mentioned framing it. You can just pick up a 5x7 frame. You may have already figured that out. But that's one reason I make, like, especially like my mixed media cards and stuff, 5x7. You can actually frame them if you want. Okay, let me clean up my mess a little bit. All right, let's find a sentiment. We have the family card. So my mom's childhood picture, that's her when she was little. My parents' wedding picture. Her current dog, Fendi. That's Blossom, little Bloss Bloss. Me and my brother on the wobbler. And so that's everybody. That's the scene. And now we need a sentiment that says like happy birthday or something. I might put snark in there. I've got options. We can do snarky. We can do sweet. We'll just see what fits. Wrinkled was not one of the things I wanted when I grew up. Oh my gosh, this one cracks me up. You smell like drama and a headache. Please get away from me. Oh, the snark may not be where we go, but it's always fun to read. I need to show this one to Sparkle Heart. I admit that my weirdness is above the national average, but I'm comfortable with that. She needs to go get her vaccines, and I tried to take her in to do that the other day, and we were joking around, and she's like, "Oh, I just hate shots." And I was like, "Do you want me to try to distract you?" And she's like, "How would you distract me?" And I was like, "I can do a chicken dance." She's like, "Mom, do they have a shot for normal? And if so, can you get it?" Can we get one for you? Okay, let's look at these. I feel like snark is not the way to go. I know one of these is going to work. Oh, it's the little things that make life big. Let's use that one. I think that's good for a birthday. Card. It's the little things that make life big. Let's put it right there. I like it right there. Okay. And then I'll maybe come in and put happy birthday. I'll figure that out. But for now, I like this sentiment. Okay, we need to resolve and do the cover. Thanks for reminding me of that, Maddie. Hey, cat. All right, let's do this. The cover, the cover, the cover. Cover, the cover, the cover. I have... Let's see. A few options, I would say. So the other day I put my Tim Holtz stamps in this box, but I didn't organize them. So I kind of have to flip through everything to get to them. I have these Tim Holtz cover, kind of like, what are they called? Book cover. That's exactly what it's called. I have this book cover. This one's only slightly bigger than I need it to be. It could work. But you know I'm going to mix other things with this, but this just might work. What's cool about this is it can be any color you want it to be. That's the cool thing about stamps. Yeah, I definitely like the bigger one. Okay, so let's put this on here, I say. I'm not going to stamp it directly on because, first of all, I'm not going to get a good impression on that. So I'm going to stamp it on a separate sheet of paper. Thanks, Kat. Let's see. How you doing over there in Florida? How's life? Let's see. Are you getting ready for markets? And I bet you're going to be busy for the Christmas season. Are you making for that, Kat? I don't know if I'm going to do the Christmas market. It's been years. Actually, I'm glad we're talking about this, actually, Kat, because right now is when the Christmas market that I do, you have to submit, you have to like audition for it. You have to apply. You have to submit applications. They have to review your work to be accepted because the spots are limited. And this is the time of year to get that done. I know that submissions usually happen in September. So if I am going to do a Christmas market, I have to start applying in September. The last time we did it was kind of a bust. I mean, I did well. I sold almost all my journals. I really can't complain. But the foot traffic was a bit of a bust because the place where it's held is in this really old, historic, beautiful downtown area. And somebody was filming a commercial. A lot of people film out there. Film music videos, TV shows, movies, all the stuff. Because it's like downtown USA is what it looks like, you know? And so they were filming a commercial and people didn't want to come past the big studio setup. Yeah, it's cool. Hey, TR, it's cool. Bye, Dee Dee. Girl, you in that post office. Thanks for the Barbie offer, Biddy. See above. Oh, okay. Let me look and see. You just use them for, yeah. Did you say yes or no? My Barbies are people in the group. Wheelchair Barbie. You have a wheelchair. Okay. Yeah. I have other stuff. I might just see if there's anything that I feel like, and then I can send it to you. And if you don't want it, then you can donate it. I will never be offended. But yeah, people didn't want to come past all of that. So only the diehard fans of this market who know and want to see the artist there came. Love this. This is the Worn lipstick, and I chose to stamp it on the same colored paper as my cover. I think that'll be really beautiful. Yes, like that. Like it a lot. All right, we know that this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I think it is anyways. Let me measure it. It was supposed to be 4 1/4, 5 1/2. Y'all know I don't make A2 cards very often, so I can't look at it and tell anymore. She said no. Oh, I understand. I was saying the other day, don't send me anything but cards. I have so much stuff. Debbie at Craft at Paper Ganza was trying to give me things, and I was like, it's lovely. I promise I love it, but give it to, bless someone else, please, because I just have so much stuff as it is. It's not that I don't love it or love the gesture, because I do. There's just so much. All right. I made it a little shorter on the sides to give myself a little bit of a border kind of look here, but I made it go fully from top to bottom. Looks like I need to trim off a hair. Just a little dab will do. Bye, Dee Dee. She gives away something in every live. So she has to go to the post office like every day. And she gives away international and US. She is the ultimate happy mail person, I think. I don't know anyone else who does a giveaway in every live like she does. And she doesn't just do one. She'll make up like 5 giveaways and give 5 people something. Dee Dee's very generous and sweet and creative, hilarious, intelligent, well-read. She's just awesome if y'all don't know already. This got clogged. Might as well just fix it, right? Don't struggle through it, just fix it. When this happens, I think I got it. The other day, I left this open for at least 24 hours, so I'm the problem. not the bottle, it's me. There we go. Back in business. Dee Dee is super generous. Isn't she, Jennifer? Zenjen, isn't this a great stamp? I love it. I love it. It's not one, it's one of those that like I don't pull for, you know, all the time or anything, but to have it in my stash, especially because of the kind of maker that I am, is just awesome. Okay, I pulled out another stamp as well. I thought this tiny print stamp would be really pretty for the spine and back cover. And the reason I'm choosing stamps, I could do paper, but I just want it all coordinated. So you could do the same kind of thing with paper. I just chose stamps today. Why? I don't know. Just because that's what I wanted to do. So I'm going to use the same paper over here. I'm going to use worn lipstick again. And I'm going to use both prints. I'm going to use both stamps. You guys, Dee Dee, she has a lovely daughter and grandchildren who come in her craft room with her and spend time with her in her lives and just time with her in her life because she's so fun. It's awesome. Okay. clearly we're only going to get this one card done today. Would you spend hours making a card for someone? Have y'all spent hours? I mean, this is, hey, Jessie B. This has been an investment of time for sure. Because yesterday we built the cover, and then today's entire live has been building, cutting, constructing, engineering. Okay, I need to measure my spine. Plug up my glue so it doesn't get clogged again. Bye, Nima. Okay, this is 3/4 of an inch by 5.5, right? Yeah. Actually, it's a little shy of 5.5. That's right, because I had to cut that much off last time. Okay. I told you I broke down and bought more blades for this, right? Okay. This is not quite 4 inches wide. We'll have a little border, but that'll be fine because we did that on the front too. So put that on there. Well, this is really for me. I've been wanting to do some old school pop-ups like this. So for me, this is kind of checking some things off my bucket list lately. I know it's an investment of your time, and I hope you're having fun spending your time here. And I know you're having to spend a lot of time to see if you want to see this card from start to finish. But we are learning a lot of techniques. You learned yesterday how to build the cover for it, and today all the different pop-up things, you know. Okay, let's get the spine. I think on the spine is where we could put happy birthday, or in this cover area. Oh, I've got a stamp that works perfectly right there. We'll just do that. All right. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Vertical, yeah. Right, Paula? Vertical happy birthday. That would be cool too. So this goes right here. Oh, I love the way it's coming together. I really, really like it, you guys. If we put happy birthday there, stamp it like maybe in dark green, and then put this here. Let's audition a couple of flowers, shall we? I think it has to go off the edge and go about right there. I think I like that one. Makes me a little nervous to stamp the happy birthday, but we're going to go for it anyways. I think a dark green would be lovely. Let's check what color this 4 is. If this is dark or light, I don't know. Let's stamp it on a scrap of the pink to see what it's going to look like exactly. Ooh, I like it. I might just use that scrap and not try to stamp it on the cover directly. Might just use this. What else could we put here if we didn't put happy birthday? I'm not sure. Because I don't mind, you know, I like the idea of it being on the spine too, but I think I like this. All right, let's trim this up. Get all this white off. And I think we're done because my card will say happy birthday. And then on the inside is a sentiment and the whole shebang. I know some of this is going to be cut off, but I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut it anyways because it won't take that long. Wow. This is like a 3-hour card. I'm going to tell her that. You're like, Mom, at least she can't give it away. I put pictures of her in it. A lot of times I give her things I make and she gives them away. She's stuck with this one. Oh my gosh. She's stuck with it. We are almost done, you guys. You're such crafting champions. You all deserve a gold medal for hanging out with me like you do. There we go. Just like that. I hope I make it worthwhile. Thinking something about life well lived. For, ooh, I like that, Sinjin. Hey, April. Made it to work. Yay. Hey, that's a blessing every day, right? May not want to go there, but hey, you made it. And that's good. I'm going to hit this with a little bit of ink because I'm going to hit that flower with a little bit of ink too. Do I still like it? That's the question. Yes, I do. Ooh, I just thought of the embellishments this card needs because my mom loves costume jewelry and stuff, like old costume jewelry, brooches and all that stuff. I have some, so we'll have to add some of that. I know she'll love it. I'm going to put it on the inside. Are those spring-loaded scissors? They sure are, T. Miss TR. They are Tim's latest version of his scissors. So these are Tim Holtz by Tonic. And they are spring-loaded. And they come in 2 sizes. My mom's more into shabby chic than grunge, so I think this really works for her and her aesthetic. This is a sticker. I almost forgot. Peel off the back. Add an extra bit of glue for good measure. We spent all these hours on this card. We don't want it falling apart. That's commitment. It's down. You guys, I think she'll like it though. I think she'll be very surprised and she'll like it. A life well lived. I really like that idea, Zinjen, for the spine. Let's see what we can find. I'm pretty sure I have a stamp that says that, but I'm not sure where I would ever find it. Aw, wishing you all you're wishing for. That is a good birthday sentiment. Right? Not my circus, not my monkeys. I don't know. I don't think there's one here. Where is the wish one? I feel like it's over here, but maybe not. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. Dream is a wish your heart makes. Wishing you all you're wishing for. I like that one. That sounds like it could be a book title, right? Pop that right over here. Thanks, Jen, because that sent me back for more. So thank you. Now let's add the embellishments and we will be done. Tomorrow we're going to practice, and Saturday we will practice me having hour-long lives. How about that? They won't be marathons. This will be the last marathon till another time. How about tomorrow? I'd like to do this one too. So maybe we'll make it happen in an hour. My mom's, I don't want to rush, but I don't mind rushing the ones that aren't for someone specifically. So let's get the jewelry out. Oh my goodness, my mom loves cameos. I have a few cameos. She loves, loves, loves them. Y'all know what? This isn't meant to upset anyone. It might upset someone. I hope it doesn't. But in my dad's casket, this picture is in there, along with some others of all the kids. But I had a locket that had this picture on it, and I tucked it in his pocket. All right, so I have these cameos. She loves cameos. She always has since I was a little girl. And I have this one pink one, which I kind of feel is right, or maybe the black one. What if we put a cameo on it? Come back here. I think I like the pink. My goodness. No one said this would be easy, right? Okay. Oh, I think I like it with a cameo. And the pink one is soft and kind of blends right in with the paper. Her eyesight's going. I might need to put a black one in there. Sorry, Mom. No, it's just slightly too wide. I could put it there, but I'm afraid when it folds up, it might kind of damage that picture. Okay, I think the black one is out. And I think this soft pink one is in, because I like it right there. Let me cover up my glue jars again. Bye, Cordelia. Have a wonderful day. Let me see how the inside turned out. Oh, it didn't go back yesterday. I didn't finish it yesterday. I didn't work on the inside yesterday, TR. I did it all today. Yep. I did the whole inside today. This is the longest card. I've never made a card that took this long. She's worth it. But I've never made a card that took this long. And I guess that is the perfect advertisement for Karen Bernison and like Scrappy Tells Dies, because they make dies for interactive cards and they don't take you 3 hours, 4 hours to do. Okay, so I just used a little Fabri-Tac there. So now we have our cameo in place. And then I just want to add maybe a few more. We'll probably do pearls, but let's look and see. First stone is peridot. Wonder if there's any peridot looking. Like that one. It's just like diamonds. But I wonder if there's any like peridot looking pieces like this in here. I don't think so. See, these are like what I was thinking of. Look how sweet this one is. Isn't that sweet? Hello, focus. So pretty. Okay. I think we have enough bling. Got enough bling. Oh, forgot to put those back in there. All right, let's figure out where this bling goes. If it goes. Ooh, put that one on the front. Maybe put some on the front. I think just those two pieces on the front, and then we could put these right here. Ooh, I like it. Let's do that. I miss my mom every day, and it's been 14 and a half years. Well, that's just it, Zenjin. I know after losing a parent just how precious every day with them is, every moment. So if it takes me 2 days to make her a birthday card, well, it takes 2 days because she deserves it. I know that she'll probably put this like on her dresser. Her bedroom is decorated so cute. It's totally shabby chic. And I could totally see this like on her dresser. She has like the most just adorable bedroom. And I could totally see this being in there. And Blossom can't get to it. It's worth it. She's worth it. And I want that like right on the flower. Like that. I know she won't see the cover that much or the spine, but there's something about making it fully done, right? Going all the way. All right, we did it. I'm feeling pretty complete with this. How do you know when you're done? It's just like a feeling, right? So it says, wishing you all you're wishing for. Wishing you all you're wishing for. There we go. And then happy birthday on the front. And then it's the little things that make life big. And then this is how it stands up. I'm gonna have to tell her you have to be bossy on that. But once you get it down, it's down. And then this is the inside. So thanks for hanging out with me while I made this. What an investment of time. But totally worth it, I think. Yesterday's card was much faster. There is a much faster version. If just to show you guys, if you take, and tomorrow will be a blend of the two. Okay, so this is tomorrow's card, the last one. But if this is a A2 card base, essentially. Now I used my glitter printed Valentina collection from Sweet Pea Curiosities, but this is a A2 card base that I did double with another sheet of paper on the inside. But then I used like a Karen Burniston pop-up, you could make this a lot faster, and you can still add pictures. I have just, you know, Sweet Pea Curiosity pictures in here, but you could add family photos. There's, you know, nothing stopping you. But this would be a much faster version of an interactive pop-up card with photos. This is a no dies, and like it took me a while today, but there was some figuring out, there was some engineering, there were some things to do. But you can do it without dies and make something more like this. So thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. Y'all are the best. I need to put this back. It slid off. This is going to have to dry today. Put that back on. But that's it. Thanks for hanging out with me while I made this. I'm going to read y'all's comments. Thanks, Linda. Definitely yes on the spine, and those on the front look awesome. Thanks, TR. I really like them too. And she loves costume jewelry, so I know it'll be something that she likes. Thanks, April. I hope so, Lydia. There's no guarantee, but I think she will. I think she will. Thanks, Kim. Good to see you. Looks like a jewelry box. Oh, yeah. I could see that. I could totally see that. I don't want to close out without giving props to the person that inspired this to even take place. And that is from my Somerset magazine. And this is from Miss Donna Scott. Donna Scott came up with this in her little books. Now she added twine and clips and things that I didn't add in. But here's her version, which I adore. I loved this little girl peeking out. I love that so much. But yeah, this is where, you guys, I got the inspiration to make this. So it didn't come out of my brain. This is what my brain did with it, but it did not come out of my head without that inspiration. So props to Miss Donna Scott. Thank you all for spending so much time with me. I am honored to have you here, and I know you could be anywhere, and the fact that you're hanging out with me and hanging out with everyone in the chat is just a beautiful thing, and I love you guys. I hope y'all have a great day. I'll be back tomorrow, but it'll be much shorter, I promise. It has to be because I have an 8:30 meeting, so, or an 8 o'clock meeting. I can't remember. I have to look. But yeah, I have an early meeting tomorrow, so we'll keep it short. It'll be good practice. The next 2 days is just going to be good practice for when we start. Now, next week, my schedule is Wednesday and Saturday lives only. 2 days next week. All right. Love you guys so much. Kim, go back to bed. Get your rest. Esther, have an amazing afternoon, evening. And everyone else, just have an awesome day. Sweet dreams to Michelle and Rhonda Lane and Miss Diane, all our Aussies who are in the house. Sweet dreams to you tonight, and I'll see all y'all later. Bye.